Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that can silently sabotage relationships: nagging. Whether you realize it or not, constant nagging can create a wedge between you and your partner, leaving both of you feeling frustrated and distant. But don't worry, we're here to help you recognize the signs and find effective solutions. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to stop nagging, improve communication, and bring back harmony into your relationship. Let's get into it. What is considered nagging in a relationship? Nagging is when one partner repeatedly makes the same request, usually out of frustration or feeling like they're not being heard. It often comes from a place of wanting to feel acknowledged or to get something done, but it can easily be misunderstood. Instead of encouraging positive change, nagging typically leads to defensiveness or resentment. If you find yourself constantly reminding your partner to do things, it might be time to rethink how you're communicating. After all, nagging can harm your relationship more than it helps. 1. You repeat a request more than twice. If you find yourself asking your partner to do something 3, 4, or even more times, it's a clear sign of nagging. The issue here is that repeated requests don't necessarily lead to action. Instead, they can build resistance. Your partner may start tuning you out because they feel like they're being pressured. Instead of repeating yourself, try expressing why the task matters to you. It can shift the conversation from feeling like a demand to an open dialogue. 2. The issue isn't really about household chores. Many arguments that seem to be about chores are actually about deeper feelings. If you're frequently reminding your partner to take out the trash or wash the dishes, it might be a sign of unspoken needs or frustrations. Often, these requests are a way of seeking validation or showing that you want a partner who cares. Take a step back and consider whether the issue is really about the dishes or something else entirely, like feeling unappreciated or disconnected. 3. Your statements start with, "You always," or "You never." One of the clearest signs of nagging is when conversations start with sweeping statements like, "You never listen," or "You always forget." These statements put your partner on the defensive immediately. They feel attacked rather than understood, which shuts down meaningful communication. Instead, try using I statements to express how you feel, like, "I feel overwhelmed when the trash isn't taken out." It invites cooperation instead of conflict. 4. You feel powerless and unheard. Nagging often stems from a place of feeling like your voice doesn't matter. If you're constantly repeating yourself, it could be because you don't feel listened to or respected. However, pushing harder usually has the opposite effect. It makes your partner shut down even more. Instead of focusing on what your partner isn't doing, focus on finding ways to feel empowered in the relationship. Sometimes, letting go of control can actually create more harmony. 5. Your partner is acting distant or rebellious. If you notice your partner pulling away, it could be because they're feeling overwhelmed by constant nagging. They may start avoiding conversations or even intentionally not doing what you've asked just to regain a sense of control. This kind of rebellion is a sign that the communication in your relationship needs to change. Instead of nagging, try to reconnect with your partner through positive, affirming conversations. 6. You feel more like a parent than a partner. Nagging often blurs the lines between being a partner and feeling like a caretaker. If you find yourself constantly reminding your partner to pick up after themselves or finish tasks, it can make you feel more like their parent than their equal. This dynamic isn't healthy and can lead to resentment over time. It's important to remember that a healthy relationship is built on mutual respect and independence. Focus on collaboration rather than control. 7. You're neglecting your own needs. When you're focused on what your partner isn't doing, it's easy to lose sight of your own needs and well-being. Nagging can become a way of trying to control your environment because you're feeling unfulfilled in other areas. Instead of pouring all your energy into changing your partner, consider whether there are things you can do to make yourself feel happier and more fulfilled. Sometimes, shifting your focus inward can transform the dynamic in your relationship.